to continue. Everything is fine. Ignore the bot that I had to ban. I want to check team lineup. Do we have Hyacinth? We do! Goodbye, Locha.
Lady Treeby, make sure you fly safely.
No, that's cute. Bubbles is eeping. Oh, nope, he's awake now. And then...
Vital reforged.
Ika. Wife replaced my daughter, yeah. Alright. Grove, judge the past and present. Still reeling from recent events, I went to the Grove, hoping to investigate and record the myths of the Titans or some manner of related research. There, I unexpectedly encountered Hyacinth, who was dealing with urgent matters. The task of collecting core flames could wait no longer, so I chose to witness Hyacinth perform the skyward rite and gain the path to Aquala's location. Still in Don Hung's point of view, which is interesting because we're in Hyacinth's. Oh, Bubbles. Oh, he got dizzy.
Let's have a break.
Bubbles is eeping again. He's such an eepy boy.
It's squishy.
Bubbles, baby. Alright, let me...
Peaceful.
Do we actually need these? No. Am I doing them anyways? Yes. Onwards into more Hyacinth reminiscing about... Oh, right, so... Hyacinth's at the Grove, obviously to do something for the Rainbow Bridge up to Aquila. But first, she's reminiscing about the Grove and hopefully Anaxa, because she has had, like, no interaction with him whatsoever in the story, and they're supposed to be close.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson.
The final lesson?
I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the Grove.
Are they treating Hyacinth like one of his students alongside Finan and Castorus? Because she's supposed to be his TA.
Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
This sassy little shit.
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, Finan of Ides Elysiae.
Deserved. Castorus laughing!
I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
I'm glad she bullies him.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Okay, they're keeping her as the TA, thank God.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Fine of Ides Elysiae. What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Great to see everybody's headcanons on how these classes went. Completely in line with canon.
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
I didn't say...
Castorus, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
This truly was our Chrysos Heirs Academia.
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but
Teacher Alhaitham may use be like, kinda, yeah.
I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale. See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers.
I love that he considers Castorus going, I want to rid the world of death, a boring answer. Truly something that can only be said by Mr. Full Metal Alchemist.
Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
Have you seen him? Yeah, it's in character. It's just very funny.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
Put him and Rhindaughter in a room together, it would go insane. I'm reminded there's a streamer I watched who was like doing the Anaxa stuff, and was like, Anaxa is not allowed to be in a room with Rhindaughter, or Alice, or Dr. May, or Ruan May, or Mobius, and then just like kept listing. Just kept listing Hoyoverse mad scientists. And was just like, they're not allowed. None of them are allowed to interact.
I've read all of Amphoreus' heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention.
I think they'd either, if all of them got put in a room, I think they'd either make a new god or end the multiverse as we know it. I don't even know half of them, but I just feel like that's what would happen.
Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
Yeah, people write down really cool epics and the stories and ballads because they're cool and inspirational and epic. Nobody wants to hear about cooking struggles from 300 years ago. Do you know anything about Mobius? I know she's one of the mad scientists, TM. I know she did experiments on people, or wanted to do experiments on people, but knowing Impact probably did them. I know she was a flame chaser, and I think she's green. And that's about all I know. I think she has snakes as a theme. Green and snake, yeah. Yeah, but like, I don't know anything about like whatever story she does, or I know she's rude. Or like, not rude, but like callous. Rude probably does fit. But like speaks very callously or coldly, something along those lines, doesn't seem to care about people. Need to show you her? Sure.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, You're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Seliosi's name remains.
Imagine being finance classmates and hearing, "Hey, Kevin from class, yeah, he's gone now." Yeah. That, yeah.
Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves.
The stand user could be any one of us, Ascene. Oh dear.
I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation to include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page.
I love Ika's little noises.
I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that, but my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream.
Quick, Hyacinth, name any NPC in that scene. Hyacinth?
Danny, what are you doing here?
Why are you here? Why are you everywhere except with us? I didn't expect to see you again in the Grove. Finan mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here to...
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings.
Okay, that sounds wild.
That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the Grove.
If we go to Kremnos for this, I'm gonna lose my mind. Kremnos is already relevant. It's already been checked off my bingo card, but still. Can we stop going to Kremnos every 5 minutes? The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you?
They gave the horse a butthole. Kremnos forever true. I say keep us out of Kremnos as if I don't get giddy every time we go back. So I just want to see in the... I think that the way the textures work, the X may or may not overlap the lines on the tail. Also, the tail has like I can't tell if it's a highlight. I think it might be, but there's like a single white pixel on the tail. How else would he poop? Listen, that he's fat. He just keeps it all there. It just all stays in and stores up. I don't know.
Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphoreus is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
Yes, assuming we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky. I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing. We're totally not going to get caught in a time loop world reset.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
Prophecies, no. Hidden powers, yes. Oh god. That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders. Don Hung has decided this is a virtual reality. Hi, Ika.
Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don Hung's like, oh boy, how do I explain VR to people? Don't worry about it. There's still a lot I don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
I was thinking the same thing. The Grove is fraught with danger right now, and an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
Search for the ancestral ghost. Yeah, that's still the same. He's eeping. Bubbles is so eepy. Alright, how far are we going? No, oop, pardon. Not too far. The Hyacinth zoom in.
The coffer is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor nearby.
The chroma what? Yeah, what is this?
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the Chroma Coffer. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Sky Folk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the Chroma Coffer and receive their benediction.
Okay.
Only after this can the chosen Sky Folk reascend to the heavens.
Is it to prevent those who are not qualified from pointlessly losing their lives?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Why are there just... I thought all souls were supposed to go to the afterlife. Why are there just souls about? We fixed the afterlife, so it can't get stuck. Do the Sky People just not go to the River of Souls, just like the Kremnoans go to the Blade of Fury? Sure. Thank you for your noises, Ika.
I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase.
It's like the South Park episode. I do not watch South Park.
The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame.
Do crippled people go... Do the Sky People go to heaven or hell? Well, I get neither, it seems.
Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Interesting that we can leave or stay. I'm gonna stay because I want to hear. Oh, I guess is that a skip option? You can just skip this scene?
Who has awakened me?
It's I, Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name. So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Why is, I don't know, this just feels weird as a ritual for the Sky People to do.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion. And retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Not sure about that, but okay.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan.
Oh, is this just gonna be a long series of Hyacinth's ancestors being like, why didn't you continue with the tradition of being a muscle-bound warrior? And she's like, but healing is good and important. I have ideals. Define young like Cypherfly. She's an adult. She's older than Finan. She's younger than Anaxa, but she's an adult. She's just like in her 20s as opposed to being like in her 40s and a battle-hardened warrior, I think.
How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me.
Okay, so again, I keep getting mind blown by this. Aquila is actually dead? Aquila is supposed to be dead and the core flame is just vibing somewhere?
Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphoreus is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquila's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen skyfolk.
Always fun to see when they change a translation after dialogue's been recorded.
I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms, to conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within. Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
Well done, Hyacinth.
Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Why we got Norse mythology here? Yeah, it is kind of out of left field. I'm not opposed to it because, like... Okay, that's not quite right. I've accepted that Hyacinth is, like, they're doing, like, weather stuff with the sky, not just wind. So they're doing, like, rain. They're like, oh, we need, like, a way to get to the sky, and Hyacinth's, like, weather-themed, and there's, like, storms versus sun going on. So, like, rainbows. And then Rainbow Bridge makes sense. And oh, that's a Norse mythology thing, but it's fine, don't worry about it. So, like, I can, like... I don't know, it works, but only because they're doing more, like, weather things with Hyacinth and Aquila. It's not just, like, the sun and wind. Looks like your efforts paid off.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is set to rest in the vortex of Genesis.
How?
A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny?
The vortex of Genesis, huh? I have a suggestion. Remember how you suggested I learn the secret arts of water from Fagusa's priest? Would have loved to see that conversation. Don Hung has an entirely different storyline going on, and we are seeing none of it, I swear. I've been practicing that in my spare time and made some progress. Now, as long as I have spirit water with me, I can use those techniques to carve a path directly to the vortex agenda. What? Why do you... Okay! Sure? Give Don Hung more water powers 2025, I guess? We are going through the horrors. Don Hung is going on training arc side quest missions. Why not?
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
Did he tell her he's a dragon? Why else would she suggest water-based powers? Like, did he talk to her about Cloud Hymn magic? Compared to the currents of my home, the waters of Amphoreus are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've got the hang of it now. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because Cloud Hymn can be used to heal. So if he wanted to talk to her about healing magic, he'd talk to her about Cloud Hymn, and then she could talk about Fagusa stuff. Would have loved to see that conversation, though. Okay.
That makes sense. Fagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
The spirit water gate formed with this technique isn't as stable as a ritual basin. It'll likely only let one person through. Okay, plot. As Fagusa's priest designed it, the entrance serves as the exit. You'll need to come back through the vortex once you've met your ancestor's spirit. Little Ika and I will be here waiting. I don't know why, but Ika being off-center for this camera shot is just really funny to me.
Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny.
I'm also not over the fact that they decided to subtitle Ika's noises as doot doot. Like, just... I don't know what I would have subtitled it as. Doot doot is not... not what I would have chosen, I don't think. Let us see it! Come on, give us a CG. Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar of celebration hides the world's heartbeat. Spirit water reveal the way. Come on! You could have given us a CG for that. I know it was only 2 text boxes, but, like, come on. I shouldn't complain. They're doing a lot better with that.
The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises.
Do you know he's a dragon, though? I want to see that reveal. I will be upset if they steal that from me.
But this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her?
Hi, Cypher. For a second, because they weren't showing us the scenery in front of her, I was like, for a hot second, I thought Don Hung teleported her to, like, the version of the Vortex of Genesis that, Lygus and Herda were at. And I was like, oh, this could get real trippy real fast, but no, we don't have time to unpack that sort of thing.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Do you have to go already, Syphie? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind.
Finan is at most in his mid-20s, and everybody else here is 1,000 years old.
Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, Big Sis Treeby. Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Syphie.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaia in her prime.
Oof.
Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, Big Sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
Interesting. My immediate first thought was that this is Kefali's core flame somehow. Like, she's already swapped it and has handed it off to Treeby for safekeeping.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Of course. I feel like it's probably not actually going to be the core flame or anything, but like, if she'd handed Treeby a coin, I would have been like, oh, brother, but no, it's probably something else. She likes leaving letters.
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphie. Cinny is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphoreus.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphie cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Oh?
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Cypher uses the coin of whimsy's ability and teleports away.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Akama lending a hand. Well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cinny? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphie's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
Everybody's always giving gifts in this game, and it always is sad. We have not had a happy gift yet. Arguably Cartoonist with Finan's sword, but that was neutral at best, and not a gift because Finan paid for it. Oh. The Eeper. Oh. That's the spirit water portal. That's interesting. Oop. Excuse me.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
They just straight up added a skip button.
Child, what brings you before me? Could it be you're a descendant of the Sky People?
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's Flame Chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akuma and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
God, I need to know more about the Chrysos War. So, was it the Kremnoans persecuting people? That would kind of make sense with how they defend... Or, well, not defend Nikodor, but like Euripon and the Council was like, we can't let Nikodor fall. So I guess the city-state itself was against the Flame Chase and anti-Chrysos heirs. That makes sense, I guess. Ooh.
Hyacinthia, you seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos heir's flame chase journey is nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios? Does that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty?
Oh, so the Giorios Chrysos heir is a mountain dweller?
As fellow pillars of Amphoreus, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaia made the core flame of Aquila the final step in our campaign.
Interesting that in the previous cycle, Death was last.
Is she still on the flame chase journey after 1,000 years?
Unfortunately, she has recently left us. But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time. And lasted for so long. Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, you must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
I wonder why Hyacinth is so upset. It might just be like a cultural thing with the Sky People, that they're so obsessed with their history and lineage. But I don't know, it's an interesting bit of characterization that she's like, yes, I have every single person in my family tree memorized.
You're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Yes.
Oh?
At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn.
Is that supposed to be Hyacinth's prophecy? Because it doesn't feel like it should be, but it's probably the only one we're gonna get.
But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios' prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
So yeah, that's her death prophecy. Just at the end of the bridge, you're gonna do what you need to do. Very boring prophecy, and I guess it's a death prophecy? I don't know.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use. General Ectra is so different from how the records described her. She's quite a gentle person. All right, time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
And we go back. Little Trills. You're back. How did it go? Welcome back. You missed the entire Vortex of Genesis section. Cypher was there. Gave a letter to Treeby. You're fine, don't worry about it. Gave a letter to Treeby and said it was a gift. And there is no gift so far in Amphoreus that has not been traumatic. So that's gonna come back later and be very traumatic. For context, it is just like a letter, it's purple, it has Cypher's symbol and then Zagreus' symbol on it. We talked to a warrior who gave Hyacinth her death prophecy, which was just, at the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky People will reunite dusk and dawn, basically. And technically it wasn't, like, Hyacinth's death prophecy, but it was a prophecy given to an ancestor about the demigod of Sky, basically. So it's probably her death prophecy. But now we're back.
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny.
Do you mind sharing what your ancestor's spirit said to you? Oh! Also, the ancestor we met was from, like, roughly 1,000 years ago. Mentioned Hycelins and the Georios demigod being a mountain dweller, which is fascinating to me. And then, yeah. Also, you confirmed you can just skip the conversations with the ancestors, which is wild to me, but I guess that's part of their streamlining the story experience is, here's a conversation people are gonna say is filler yap, here's an option to skip it.
What's wrong, Danny?
Nothing, it sounds like everything went smoothly. It's just, I'm a bit concerned about the prophecy you mentioned. Yeah. And they're doing this for the people who skipped it. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Skyfolk will mend dusk and dawn. I can somehow sense a hint of sadness in those brief words.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trina deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
Hyacinth, this is your death that we're talking about. Hope so.
Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors.
Where are we going?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's
I
home,
told you!
Castrum Kremnos.
I told you! All roads lead to Kremnos! Oh, but Finan can never visit and Mighty will never see anybody again. But God forbid we don't visit every patch. If we don't see Mighty, I'll be sad, to be honest. We know he's here.
Here. This is it.
Where's the sound of war? Isn't this a mobile fortress? How do we even get here? We don't know where it is. Castrum Kremnos.
Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him.
Can we go visit? He sent a message earlier carried by thunder warning us to watch out for the Flame Reaver's actions. Can we visit him if we're here?
That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet.
You all keep saying this, but, like, I doubt it's going to happen. Because they're not going to give us Corrupted Mighty. They might tease it, but they're going to kill him before it happens.
We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
No! You just said you were worried about him. Let's go check on him. If he's in the middle of a giant battlefield, we can turn and leave again. But what if he's just hanging out between waves? I agree. No!
That sleeping spirit is my grandmother.
Why is your grandma in Castrum Kremnos? Your grandmother?
Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival.
Fine.
She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time.
Cherry Blossom Iced Tea ass dynamic between Hyacinth and Mighty? I'm not sure what that's a reference to, actually. And Hyacinth isn't part Kremnoan. They've talked about this before. It's the Aquila and Nikador were always at odds, so Castrum, Kremnos, and the Skyfolk were always at war with each other. And were both very warlike civilizations that probably copied each other's tech because they have the same flying Castrum stuff going on. So I wouldn't say she's part Kremnoan. And from the sound of it is her grandma was fighting to find a peace treaty / take over Castrum Kremnos DMs. Alright, just a second. Oh, My Little Pony stuff. I will watch later when I can.
I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel.
Oh, it's not MLP related, it's just the first short that showed up. Okay. Hyacinth is, like, low-key a little racist towards the Kremnoans, which is interesting. Like, she and Mighty got along perfectly fine, but she was, like, making jokes about how Kremnoans don't have, like, books and, like, are illiterate. And now she's like, oh yeah, I've never looked into Kremnoan culture or how any of their shit worked.
Behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish.
Interesting that the Kremnoans have prophecy tablets, by the way. Oh, it's a meme it's an audio meme? Okay, gotcha. And okay, that does make sense, but I do also want to point out Mighty is a successful TikToker while Hyacinth has 0 followers, and that is canon information. Mighty's Chimera Meme TikTok account is canon. And Hyacinth's 0 follower Instagram livestream is also canon.
Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war.
I really wish like, Hyacinth and Mighty have a really cute dynamic. I want them to be friends. It's also fascinating because, again, like, Hyacinth was the TA for Finan and Castorus, but Mighty never went to the Grove to study. So they don't have that dynamic, or that relationship, rather, to influence their dynamic. So, like, I don't know. I think they have interesting potential as friends. In the Kremnoan warrior she fought against, if it was Europon. What was Lord Craterus? That's fascinating. Damn, Craterus is old as shit. Yet you still saved his life. Craterus is like the most important NPC we've ever had in an HSR story. Like, I can't think of an NPC who's been this important. Craterus 4-star when?
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out. I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Craterus took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Craterus must have done that to become a better man.
Oh, this is the quote we're gonna be repeating, huh? It takes true courage to forgive. You're every bit as strong as your ancestors, Hyacinth.
You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter.
Interesting.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Yeah, you can just skip it. Why can you skip these? I keep saying that. I know why you can skip them. Oh. Hi, ma'am. God, I wish they let women have muscles.
Is this the world of the living? Wait. You. Could you be?
Grandmother, it's me. You're Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia, my little hummingbird. Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me?
That was really cute, the little hummingbird. That was adorable. Your grandma's young? Well, this is like her spirit when she died, and they also don't have old women NPCs. Is this the first time they've done something like multiple question marks? Because I can't remember ever seeing that before, and it's just really funny to see here.
I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now...
I'm also trying to imagine the timeline, because I imagine this is grandmother who met her granddaughter, because they obviously knew each other, and like, Hyacinth remembers her decently and fondly. So... God, what is Kremnos' timeline? Why is it always Kremnos? Or the timeline doesn't make sense. So, like, the youngest memories I have is, like, when I was 4 or so. So if Hyacinth was, like, 5, and say her grandma was, like, young 60s, I guess? And then Craterus would be young 60s is like... Oh, this is just so weird. Oh, dear Lord.
I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
You can push it to 50s? 50, maybe. It's... The weird thing is I want to make her older for the timeline to work, so that, like, a younger Craterus is time to, like, grow older, and then we have the entire fall of Kremnos, and then Mighty's, like, 21 minimum. Because she has to have died before Kremnos started to go to shit, which happened with Mighty's birth, basically. Oh, dear.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first sky ride when I was 8?
Okay, so she was alive when Hyacinth was 8. Oh, gosh. Like, it doesn't actually matter, but I, like, want to figure out the age. I bet you could figure out the minimum age difference between Mighty and Hyacinth, at least. And then somebody gets to fit Finan in there.
Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Hyacinth's just magic, I guess.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Then why is it a thing if they don't value kindness?
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child. You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing.
Gorgo, handshake, Jacynthia.
I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Wanting the babies they cared for to just have a happy, peaceful life.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world. When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame-chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing. Isn't it poetic? A saga that spans 1,000 years, began with Sky, and will also end with Sky.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid.
They also haven't said it, so are we supposed to take Hyacinth's kindness as her, like, fatal flaw situation?
If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end.
It just feels weird to make kindness a flaw, and they just kind of gave up. They kind of just gave up on the flaws, I feel like.
Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Oh, and I just realized that means Kratos was alive when Kremnos was still at war with the Sky People, and that war was only ended with the death of Aquila? Question mark? Which happened by Seliosi, who is supposed to be her ancestor from 1,000 years ago. God, what is this timeline? I thought I was connecting dots because there's something about, like, Mighty being alive when Aquila closed their eyes and fell into slumber. But that happened 1,000 years ago. Oh, Lord.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just...
Nope.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to?
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars,
leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay.
So the Chrysos War only lasted for a century? Question mark?
Until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder.
Do Aquila and Nicanor fight over thunder?
Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nicanor, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods.
I thought Nicanor only took out one eye? Oh boy.
The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solipus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world.
Oh, these are the winged beasts that accompanied Seliosi, but these are also the divine beasts. They're the Titankin of Aquila. Oh, Seliosi became Aquila somehow, I swear.
To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens.
I'm pulling up the bestiary when this scene is done.
The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents.
That sounds almost like the first Golden Epic PV. The flow golden blood flow and converge into a boiling river that descends or flows to the heirs of the world.
In the final moments of battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god.
Yes, Seliosi becomes Atlas.
The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again.
And Aquila is dead and Seliosi has the core flame.
Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions.
Puppeting a dead Titan's robot corpse?
She merged with the Titan.
I told you.
Holding up the sky once more. Only to leave behind a powerful message for the world.
No one can ever doubt me. No one can ever doubt me.
My descendants will be blessed and cross the rainbow bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
I wonder if you skip that, if it just cuts immediately to the Trailblazer. That would be a little funny. Another few days later. We've definitely been here 3 months.
Today's the day.
Oh god, it's not Stell and it keeps jump scaring me. Rachel, come back!
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Vinen. Let's go talk to him.
Ugh. Let's see. Poet, speak of the sky through me, Part 1. Head to the Fortress of Dome Eye of Twilight and continue your adventure. The Eye of Twilight, a sky barrier named after a titan, was both the homeland of the sky people in ancient times and now serves as Aquala's dwelling. With Hyacinth's help, we have set foot on this outworld land to find the titan who binds the sky. Oh, and we've lost.
Let's wait.
We lost Hyacinth. Nope. Excuse me.
I know this is a big ask, Namazane. I hope you understand.
That name sounds familiar. That's a reference to something in Greek myth.
Please don't say that, Lord Finan. It's an honor for us to be entrusted with this task.
God, Finan's the political leader of Akama. I'm still not over that, and how, like, nobody talked about it leading up to this. Everyone was so busy talking about Finan being the leader of the Flame Chase, we forgot about the city-state.
Go then. Let's hope our concerns don't come true.
I hope you all return safely, my lord.
There you are, partner.
Memory. The personification of memory. I knew it had something. That does ring a bell, yeah. Oh, I wonder how intentional that was.
You didn't oversleep this time, did you?
I never show. He sounds like so tired, actually. Well, not super tired, but like he sounds subdued. And he's been subdued in like different ways throughout the entire patch, and it just makes me a little sad. I never show up late for important things.
Always dependable. I just hope you didn't lose any sleep. We've still got a tough fight ahead.
Where's your energy, puppy boy?
Ready, comrade? If all goes according to plan, this could be the last battle where we fight at each other's side.
It won't be, don't worry.
If the curse separating Amphoreus from the world beyond the sky is truly Aquala's doing, then you'll be able to return home after their fall.
Unless Hyacinth has to keep it up or, you know, the world goes to hell. A day on the ground feels like 10 years in the sky.
Really? That's the first time I've heard that.
She just makes things up. Don't take it too seriously.
I'm taking that as confirmation we have time dilation. I'm joking, but... Assuming we can fix the car.
Sorry, I'm no help there.
Don't worry. Don Hung mentioned that Counselor Lygus can help you with that.
I'm not gonna say 3. Because I'm not insincere and I will miss you all. Aren't I supposed to be reincarnating as a Titan, by the way?
That would be a problem. We'll need to get you home before Aranova. Let's leave the emotional goodbyes for later. That'll give us some time to figure out what we should be feeling at that time. Besides, when we were playing the Seal Slammers...
Why is this is the first time they've brought up an event in the main story? I'm gonna lose it. Ash, I don't think you've played it, but long story short, Finan, for the life of him, could not remember the name of the contest. Not for the life of him. But also, like, hey, if we do the Era Nova without the Time Titan, I think you guys are a little screwed, maybe? But, yeah, people have made it really sad because, Finan doesn't actually participate. He's the tutorial fight that you have in a dream, basically. So you never actually fight Finan, and he never actually participates in the contest, and people were like, oh, he isn't interested in it, and he can't even remember the name of it because the person he always competes with is gone.
That bumping seal game, didn't you teach me something back then?
I can't believe Seal Slammers is part of the main storyline like this. Obviously it's canon, but you know.
Crack the champagne at halftime to watch victory slip away.
That never came up. Nobody said that. Are you allergic to joy and whimsy? Yes. This is Doom. This is the peak Doom Diawi. If you want joy and whimsy, you have to go to Cypher, except, oh wait, she's gonna die too. There's no joy or whimsy in Amphoreus. There's only crying over the seal event because Finan's bad at it because Mighty's not there. Actually, that's a lie. The seal event is very much full of joy and whimsy, and almost half of that is because of your day. We'll win, Finan, don't you worry.
The last mile is the hardest. That's from Don Hung. Same principle, just more elegantly put.
Yeah, he's like that.
Hey, speaking of Dunhung, where is he?
Yeah, and why did no one tell me he learned how to teleport?
He arrived before everyone else and climbed to the cliff top to wait for us. He's probably not keen on being the center of attention.
Yeah.
Lord Finan, please make sure you all come back safely.
Please defeat the indifferent Eye of Twilight and restore a compassionate sky to Amphoreus.
Thank you all for your blessings. Rest assured, we're fully prepared. But I'm not the main attraction today. Please don't hesitate to cheer for Miss Hyacinth when she arrives.
Miss Hyacinth, the chosen daughter of the sky, the pride of the Twilight Courtyard.
She's not just the pride of Akuma, but all of Amphoreus as well. And furthermore, while the Flame Chase journey is led by the Chrysos heirs, it's not just those chosen by Aglaya who contributed to it. Let's extend our gratitude to the two warriors of the Outlands who bravely stepped up and risked their lives for those they've never met.
Aw, shucks.
Hero, your saga will be chronicled in epics and celebrated across the New World.
Sure. Haha.
Warrior from the Outlands, endowed with the might of Orynyx, the vanguard of deliverance.
Looks like you've mastered public speaking now.
After all this time, you should know when I'm just being polite and when I'm genuinely speaking from the heart. That praise was heartfelt, partner. Had I not trusted my instincts and put my faith in you and Don Hung, it's hard to imagine what might have become of Akuma. The guest of honor has arrived.
Hi, Hyacinth. Which I still love saying. There she is. She is 4 apples tall.
People of Akuma, I've been blessed by the ancestors of the Sky People. They have agreed to bestow the 1,000-year mission to me, and to have me claim the core flame of Aquila. Today is the year 4,932 of the Light Calendar. 1,062 years since the hero Seliosi initiated the Flame Chase journey.
They keep saying years. I think we actually have the exact month. We don't have, well, we might not anymore. But I think there's a readable that, like, mentions it's been, like, the first time in decades that they've used the Kefali's hand to bring a visitor to Dawncloud personally, which is what happened with Anaxa. And they, like, put the exact day and time on that. So we know exactly when 3.2 happened. Or, yeah, 3.2.
I, Hyacinthia of the Sky People, am prepared to lead the children of humanity back to the sky.
I keep hitting the wrong button. I need to check because Mighty also says the year. And there's a few readables that mention the year. So, like, there is, like, just barely enough that if any of these are off, people will be able to figure it out.
History doesn't breathe evenly. At times, it suspends its breath for millennia, as though time is frozen. At other times, it pants rapidly, as if poised to topple the world and our civilization in an instant. Its hurried gasps have sparked a tempest, sweeping all of us along. Hyacin, as an observer, you've witnessed the return of 4 core flames. And now, it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Please, guide us into the heart of the storm as the executioner of this mission.
Why'd you have to say executioner, though? Like, I get it, but, like, ooh. Didn't like that he used that word. You couldn't have said executor? That's a word that only has meaning to me, personally. Because no one else has played Neo World Ends with you. And this is still the same. Yep. And we're walking. I could teleport probably, but we're walking. Bubbles, no! Oh, he's back. Oh!
The Chrysosaur's triumph.
All that's left of
bring
that
light to
war
this darkening
is
world.
a hazy mirage.
Yeah. Hi, Krateros. Can we... Oh, you're just here. We can't talk to you. Okay. Cool that he's here, though.
They'll surely seize the core flame of Sky and bring the flame chase journey to its perfect conclusion.
I don't like everybody using the word perfect. It's all so doomed. The bubbles.
Thanks for waiting, Donhung. The team tasked with conquering Aquila has finally assembled.
We've reshaped the history of the world with our hands over and over. I bet this trailblazing expedition could even make Akivili jealous. March is gonna be crying with jealousy. Up until the point where she comes to save our asses, probably.
So full of energy, comrades. Seems I chose the perfect day.
Like, it's not just me, right? He is, like, lost energy, right?
Hyacin, it's all yours now.
Fine, and it's been like a week. It's been like a week max. You can't be subdued and tired and losing energy already. You gotta nail this, brother. He's so Kevin, like, oh boy. Oh, Kevin be Kevining.
Legend tells of the Sky Folk once divided into many tribes. The Sun Folk worshipped the sun. The Rain Folk were devoted to storms. And the Winter Folk waited for signs in the snow.
Oh, hey, that's me. That's what I would be.
Our ancestors lived under Aquila's light. Yet they were blinded to all but one color. They forgot that. The light that illuminates the world is made of countless different colors. That's why the rainbow is my favorite. For not only does it reflect the many colors, it is also a bridge.
Yeah, see, I know they stole the rainbow bridge from Norse mythology, even though we're in Greco-Roman era. But, like, they're doing something with it. It's not just a rainbow bridge to be a rainbow bridge, kind of. So I'm willing to accept this into my heart.
And I want to use the rainbow bridge to link everyone's hearts and give hope to every soul on Earth.
On Earth?
Ancestors.
Well, okay, I guess it works because we're talking about on Earth versus on the sky. Earth is in ground, blah blah blah.
With the rainbow as your guide, lead me back to the home of the Skyfolk, a land we have not seen for 1,000 years.
Ooh, good.
Oh, Rainbow Bridge, please guide us to ascend to the skies once more.
We are shooting a rainbow straight through Kefali. Oh, there's that shot.
Friends, let us soar together.
Pretty cutscene. I assume we're getting teleported automatically to the new map. Yep.
Flying along the Rainbow Bridge is truly an amazing experience.
Would have loved to see it.
The Eye of Twilight.
Yeah, they got anti-grav stuff going on here.
It's the legendary Sky Fortress of Aquila. I never imagined that one day I'd be able to step foot on it.
My ancestors once built a magnificent civilization among the heavens. The Eye of Twilight, which we are standing on, is the home of Aquila and the heart of the city-state in the clouds.
I thought Eye of Twilight was Aquila's title, though.
This must be where the hero Selioce stood when she challenged Aquila and began the first step of the Flame Chase journey.
Is Eye of Twilight... Because Aquila is the dawn and the sun... No, Aquila's not the dawn. Aquila is the sun and the weather and the sky. Oryx is the Veil of Evernight, and they have a daytime, nighttime thing going on. And then Kefali Loki stole the fire symbolism with the dawn device.
We are here to end the journey she began.
Apologies, it's getting to the point of the day where I'm gonna start yawning a lot. Oh, it's our turn.
Yes. What we must do will not change, no matter how much of the legends are true.
According to historical records, the civilization that worshipped Aquila once mastered advanced technology, which made their strategically located Sky Castrum the only force that could face Castrum Kremnos head-on in the Chrysos War. But they were divided within. The frequent wars started by the Chrysos heirs drained their power, especially after the prophecy descended. In the end, they had to hide among the clouds, far from the conflicts raging below.
Apparently, the division was between the two most important sky tribes, the Sunfolk and the Rainfolk.
Excuse you, winter is just as important. Okay, when snow is just cold rain. I'm willing to make these concessions.
And Selioce's frustration towards the endless strife among her people made her turn her spear towards the Titan above.
Strife mention? Where did she go in the end? We already know she merged with Aquila. Oh yeah, I think you missed that scene. When we were talking with Hyacinth's grandma, did you miss that? Hyacinth was like, "Hey, can you tell me the story of Selioce one more time?" And Hyacinth's grandma was like, "Yeah, so Selioce killed Aquila, and then the sky started falling, so she merged with Aquila to hold the sky up again." So, in short, never doubt me. I've never been wrong in my life. And Celiosi is Aquila now, somehow. Really hope we go into the detail on how that works, because that does not make sense to me. But also, once again, I have to point out, Anaxa's literal, dying words were rejoice, Circes. Or, no, it wasn't his dying words, but he talked about merging a mortal soul with a titan soul being possible, and it was his big, grand reveal before his death. And Hyacinth's ancestor did that 1,000 years ago. Anaxa is not cooking. Oh, I'm gonna bully Anaxa forever. He's done nothing. He's done nothing. Where did she go?
After driving the enraged Titan to the brink of defeat with her two winged companions, they all vanished somewhere in the sky. Her courage was unparalleled. Yet she still could not end Aquila, nor bring back the core flame of Sky. Some say she sealed the wrath of the god within herself, trapping them deep within the Eye of Twilight to support the heavens of Amphoreus forever.
In other words, she became one with the Titan. I would have considered it a fairy tale, but after seeing what happened with Professor Anaxa, not anymore.
That's fair. That's a fair angle to take it at. I'm still going to bully Anaxa. Forever. Kremnos in the sky people figured this shit out 1,000 years ago.
Has that Titan and that fused hero been looking down on the world from here for 1,000 years?
I've never been wrong in my life. Took a sip of water. I also wanted to check. Where is it? Databank. Enemy creatures. Titankin. Oh yeah. Oh, did they put Flame Raver in that? Oh, interesting. So these are Titankin. These are... I still don't know how to pronounce this. Interesting, this is the word they used for the Heliobi event. But, Celiosi had these two creatures with her, or creatures based on these, so I wanted to see. In the ancient era creature, Aquila, after forging the Dawn device, collaborate with Kefali to bring forth the legendary beasts embodying the Titans. The Noontide Griffin is said to represent Aquila after opening their eyes. Misrepresents Orynyx, okay. But yeah, they had a really pretty CG art and everything that showed It might not have been these, but it was a moon-based Pegasus and a sun-based Griffin were the two beasts accompanying Celiose. So I wanted to check that. And they both, one represents Aquila and the other represents blah 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 Orynyx. Yeah, and that's still the same. That's... Oh, bug. That looks interesting. Let's see. Ooh, that's an interesting bug design. I'm not quite sure what that one's supposed to be. Weathered bug. My master sent me here to investigate, but who would have thought that the world would change so drastically? I have been trapped here for 1,000 years. To see the Skyfolk return to their homeland once again fills my heart with boundless joy. But tell me, did you expect the secrets hidden here? Whoa. Turning back suddenly, you realize the path you came from is no longer there. Oh, that doesn't sound great. Let me zoom back out. How big is this place? Oh dear. Oh my. The dome is big. The answer is very big. Treasure chest.
Take it, and buy some new armor for your tribe.
I want to see. Oh, we can investigate. Let me. The rush of hot air through the leaves is reminiscent of the temperature control systems on a train or the whirring fans of an overworked computer. Perhaps they serve the same function. Interesting. I'm gonna be looking into the world building of this place a lot, huh? The finely carved vent, a perfect blend of design and functionality, proves it was not crafted by an ordinary artisan. Interesting. Also fascinating that we can examine those, that's fun.
It's been so long. Maybe the Eye of Twilight has already turned into ruins.
I keep thinking Eye of Twilight just means Aquila, but no, it's the name of the place. The Sky Castrum is called the Eye of Twilight. Yeah, Fortress of Dome is a weird name. Let's treasure chest.
You may have it.
How many
Consider it
chests?
your
26, that makes sense. I don't think we'd get Hyacinth for this, would we? No, that makes sense.
Something's not right.
Well, it looks very dark and evil in here.
I can kind of feel how big and empty this place is. But all I can see is darkness.
What's on the other side of this?
Maybe it's the Celestial Mural. The Sky City believes that mural to be connected to Amphoreus' sky. And any weather condition depicted on it will become actual weather.
We're gonna doodle a bunch of meteors and doom the city.
The mural would reflect Aquila's shifting mood, like clear skies, fog, snow, or thunderstorms. The sky priests would gather here during peaceful times and pray to the god for warm breezes and good harvests. To put it in words that Gray and Danny would understand, just think of it as a massive screen.
What's the appropriate
In any
resolution?
case,
Okay.
exploring in the dark is never a good option. If we could light up the mural, it might just provide us with the light needed to move forward. That really conspicuous device might be part of the ritual. Let's go take a look. It's dark, so watch your feet.
Bubbles eepy. So this is not helping. Everything's a simulation. Everything's a simulation. Is this sky? Eye of Twilight Aquila. Gather storms as wings, hang 1,000 stars as eyes. I beseech you, rend apart the abyss of chaos, that the unyielding may stand and eagles soar beyond the clouds. Thank you for that. I wanna... Yeah, nothing's stopping us from exploring. And is this... I don't think these are the same things that Castrum Kremnos uses. For some reason, it reminds me of Risley's Catalyst, though. Treasure chest.
Take it, and buy some new armor for your tribe.
Oh, are we about to do some funky platforming stuff? Definitely not. Bug. Bottomless darkness. Sunshine bug. Oh, great Aquila, did we do something wrong? Why have you closed your eyes? Why have you withdrawn your grace and torment us with this endless darkness? If those fanatics were still around, they'd surely be ranting about that right now. Welcome back. House of the Golden Chrysalis. Okay, gonna collect that. I'm ignoring these ones. Collect blessings from 120 nymphs. He play. Oh, but yeah, you missed me say, these things kind of look like they go into, like, the plus-sized star floaty things Kremnos uses, but they also kind of remind me of Risley's Catalyst. A ticking sound emerges from within the components. Could it be? Though unlikely, you still hope it doesn't explode. Please don't be bombs. Oh, and yeah, basically what we need to do is we need to light up a giant screen that displays Aquila's mood. And can potentially be edited to change the weather. In, like, just the skies of Amphoreus in general. Cease your advance, vile and flawed mammals, back to the land's pampering cradle. Go screech with your dirty lungs, go fight over every pebble. Step no closer, for this silence tolerates no sacrilege. Well, damn. But yeah, this place is a giant computer that sets the weather for the entirety of Amphoreus. If I backtrack, they might not let me. No, they will. Okay, good. There's, like, there's these vents everywhere that are, like, cooling vents. And if I go another door back, these things are compared to computer fans. And, like, just computer parts. So this entire giant dome, and it is a giant dome. Look at this nonsense. It's a giant supercomputer that runs the planet's weather. Which is very, the Titans are technology that just makes the world run. That looks a lot like a star. Like a real photo of a sun. Star sort of thing. Got any ideas?
I have no idea how to turn it on. If only we had help from the wisdom of those who came before us. That's it. I almost forgot. Gray, Memi, can I borrow your powers?
Counting on you, Mem.
Got it. We just need to find the scattered memory nearby, right? That's simple. Give me a little time. Feel the flow of time. Over there. And over there. Done. There haven't been many people for a while, so the traces of time are super obvious.
I knew you could do it, Memi. You are a huge help.
Mem demigod go burr. Past rainfolk.
Sunfolk. The Titan will condemn your brazen disrespect. But Aquila, you that shape the sky, why do you avoid the pursuit of dark clouds? Are not clear skies and stormy rains equally your creations? The Sunborn see your behavior as an act of favoritism towards them, and weaponize this reason to oppress my people. The Rainfolk will not suffer in silence. Oh God, if you remain silent, we shall have to forge our own weapons and resist the malice concealed under your brilliance. May the Eye of Twilight never open, and may torrid rains descend forever.
Dang.
Avoid the pursuit of dark clouds. Aquila doesn't like rainstorms. It seems a little hard to believe, but we should write this clue down first.
I mean, if it's a giant metal bird, I can't imagine it likes lightning. And then, I'm assuming you're a Sunfolk.
Foolish rainfolk. The great Aquila has already left a mark of their manifestation on the golden clouds. The gods' choice is clear. Only we, the Sunborn, are the true heirs of the sky. This war is destined to end in the victory of the Sunfolk. May the Eye of Twilight never close. May eternal daylight embrace the land!
Left a mark among the golden clouds. Is this referring to the celestial mural? But we can't see anything right now. It is as the rumors said. The Sky Castrum was far from united.
My guess was right. This venue is indeed where celestial rituals were performed. Memi, can you retrieve even more memories?
No problem at all. Here goes. There we are.
Why are these xenophobic? Because Amphoreus has a lot of xenophobia going on. Just in general.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk. Commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural.
Stop, foolish Cloudborn! How dare you tamper with the celestial globe and distort the weather? This is blasphemy!
The Titan bequeathed the celestial globe to our ancestors, so that we could divide the light and dark equally between day and night, so that all things could grow beneath the celestial phenomenon they preferred. But the Sunborn have asserted control over the celestial mural. And now the days are endless, subjecting the land to drought and burning. And you have the gall to accuse the Rainfolk, who you've oppressed.
The land? It is our eternal nemesis. How can storm clouds and rain, unloved by Aquila, lead the Skyfolk to victory in the Chrysos War? Your character is as weak as your faith. Go seek out a corner untouched by the sun and weep solitary tears in the shadows. That's all you lot know how to do anyway. Cry in silence.
Jeez.
Then let us show you what we are really made of.
You? What are you? What are you trying to do?
Fanatics whose minds have been muddled by the heat. By Aquila above, meet your demise.
Whoops. That escalated quickly. They would die without rain. The land would. I think the implication is they live in the sky and they have like artificial temperature controls for everything. So they probably have some sort of farmland or some way to get sustenance. Some sort of life cycle going on up here. So the sky folk at the very least are like, well, who gives a shit about whatever's happening on the land? We're quite literally above them. But water, etc. Yeah, I mean, they're very stupid. I think they're supposed to be in the wrong here. But, I think the origin there is Aquila doesn't like rainstorms for some reason. So they're like, well, if God doesn't like rain, rain is bad. Condemn rain, it's the mark of the devil.
What a terrifying memory.
That sure was a murder we found.
The brutal internal strife is sad to see. It appears the Sky Cities didn't fall to external threats after all.
The proud Sunfolk saw themselves as divinely chosen, exacting long-standing oppression on other tribes. And the Rainfolk suffering beneath them began resenting the divine, and plotted their retaliation.
My question here is what's separating them exactly into different tribes? Because I thought Like, I guess it's belief. I thought it was just like, oh, the sun folk were the people who, like, did sun-related weather stuff, and the rain folk, like, worked on making rain happen, etc., etc. But now they're, like, I don't know, why are there differences? Where did those spring from? Where are the readables? Give me the readables, Hoyoverse, for the secret lore. People are truly ignorant. Not surprising when living in a world with literal gods that you can see.
No matter the era, conflict among humans is destined to persist. Having witnessed the actions of Kindness and the Cleaners, it isn't so hard to understand this piece of history.
God, they really did kill Aglaya. She's dead fine and literally has the equivalent of her body. That he's just carrying around in his pocket.
There's nothing but empty silence here. I fear there were no winners.
Yeah, that's fair. Amphoreus definitely has a big, division in fighting over, like, differences and, like, your loyalty to your city means nothing in the face of a global crisis. We are all humanity. We must fight and live together, etc., etc.
The hero Seliosi. How did she view the ancient feud between the Sunfolk and Rainfolk? The legends focus on her god-slaying expedition, but are hazy on the fall of the Sky Denizens. Perhaps I can piece together the true face of history here.
Hey, that's my job.
One step at a time. Do you remember the verse that Rainfolk sang, Hyacinth? Perhaps that's the key to unlocking the Celestial Mural.
Yes, I already memorized it. Now, shall we try to wake it up?
Let the sky become the slumbering cot from which she wakes.
Wind, snow, rain, shine. In the name of the sky's 100 eyes, I bring celestial phenomena upon the world. The turn of dawn and dusk, commanding the celestial globe. Awaken, celestial mural!
Ooh. Yep, that sure is a screen.
Golden clouds, blazing radiance. What a breathtaking scene.
Look, the mark of their manifestation mentioned by the memory fragment. Yeah, that's Aqua's eye.
How chilling. I wonder if Aquila is also watching us.
Might head to bed soon because it's been a rough day. Oh, well, sorry you had a rough day.
I remember the Rainfolk mentioned the Titan dislikes overcast days. We might be able to use this to our advantage and change how the mark is behaving by changing the weather on the mural.
I do want to get a decent head start tomorrow morning as well, so I'm probably not going to go to like 2 a.m. or anything. I might wrap up at 11, so like half an hour, 20 minutes from now if we find a good break point. Very fun, still not over, Cypher and Aglaya. Yeah, it's... Ooh. Man, I want to rewatch those scenes so bad. I might. Probably not tonight. I'll probably wait till I'm done with the whole quest before I rewatch anything. But yeah, I might go for 20 more minutes or so, depending. We'll see. And you're free. Feel free to leave before then if you really do want to head to bed right now. Finish the VOD tomorrow? Yeah, no worries. Go rest, sleep well. Wouldn't this affect Akuma?
Don't worry. The mural probably lost its original function ages ago. Akuma's light comes from the dawn device shouldered by Kefali anyway.
I think we should still have consequences on the planet. Yeah, good night. I think this still should have consequences. You know, just some casual rainstorms over Styxia or something. No one will notice.
That being said, there's no power in this device anymore. We have to find another celestial globe if we want to change the weather in the mural.
Okay, also I notice these are the flying things that are also in Castrum Krumnos that I was talking about.
There! That circular device. I'm quite familiar with it. That's a west wind compass of the Twilight Courtyard. We can use it to create a miniature rainbow bridge to walk on. Who knows? It might even lead us to other areas of the Eye of Twilight.
Why would you call it the West Wind Compass?
Technology passed down from the Golden Age is finally proving useful. Let's go. Leave the adjustments and calibrations to me.
No. Climate controller. Let's go see if this has an actual description now. Nope. Shame, I like reading those. That huge golden pool down there.
A boiling pool of gold, said to be the energy source that powers the Eye of Twilight's divinity. You should watch your step as you walk.
Okay, but is it actual gold? Because I think gold conducts electricity and stuff really well, so that's fine. Or is that divine blood?
The mechanical structure is a bit different from the one used in the Twilight Courtyard. How should I put this? It's a little more complicated.
Mechanical simplification is the future.
Can you handle it, Hyacinth?
This might take a while, but I think I can manage.
Use the west wind compass to set up a path. Ooh, that is a sea of gold that we are definitely going to be falling into. Yeah, I think that's the platform. Yeah, we fall through that. At some point. We definitely were in this room and we fall right down onto that. For sure. Are there any bugs here? Hi, Bubbles. No, does not seem to be any bugs here. Is this a puzzle? Ooh, it is a puzzle. Alright, observe the starting point, finish point, and the direction of the arrow on the compass and the distribution of red obstacles. Rotate the rings to reach the finish point without running into obstacles by following the arrow's directions. The red fan-shaped zone represents obstacles. Avoid them. Use the select button to select a ring and use the rotate button to turn it. When a route has been connected, a hint will appear on the compass, which is that, I'm sure. Tap confirm route to finalize. After confirming a route, oh, it connects them. That's fun.
Deep breaths and find the way out.
Okay.
I think this should be right.
Well, that's interesting. I like that. That's fun. Yeah, and then these platforms rise up to connect.
Look, the rainbow bridge has appeared.
Well done. Now we can cross. Hey, careful!
Oh. Celiosi's beast memory? That's a memory.
Is that a winged Pegasus?
Looks like a mythical beast. But this one doesn't seem hostile towards us.
Is it Ika? Because it's probably spoilers from trailers and Hyacinth's magazine and stuff where they talk about Ika's true form and how... No, it wasn't even in that. It was in her keeping up with Star Rail. Where they talked about how the like outline of the Pegasus you see in her ult is like Ika's true form.
Tyson, could it be the legendary?
Though I don't think Ika is supposed to be Celios's. I don't think he's supposed to be the same. Like, same species, yes, but not the same creature.
I'm not entirely sure. We might be able to tell if we get closer.
We can't assume it's friendly. Keep your guard up and follow it.
Reset the compass so you can change the paths later.
Legend has it that the hero Celiosi was always flanked by two winged companions.
Oh.
Solibus and Lunabis. They were her steeds and comrades. If they are still alive, they might help us confront Aquila.
It's hard to hear, but your footsteps do make little musical sounds and also leave glitchy effects because this is a giant computer. No bugs.
It disappeared.
An illusion? Or the memory dissipated?
How strange. That Pegasus was different from the other memories. It was surrounded in an air of sorrow.
Interesting.
It's so heavy that it's hard to breathe.
Was that Lunabis's phantom? Did it appear here because it has unfinished business?
Nobody's allowed to get freaked out by ghosts now. We've had far too many examples of ghosts already.
If that's really the case, there must be a super strong obsession keeping it in one piece. Could it be some remaining bits of Celiosi's will?
What's this random ghost lore? We've had spirits like the entirety of Amphoreus.
We can't be sure of that yet. Let's take the elevator up to the Eye of Twilight's core first.
Oh, is this the elevator up? Okay, and is Aquila still watching us? Let's go up. Oh. Interesting.
Lady Lunabis? Is that you? Can you hear me? I am the descendant of the hero Celiosi. We have come to complete her mission.
Just admiring the... I forget what that effect is called. Oop. We got a boss fight up ahead. But yeah, just looking at this place. Yeah, it's in remarkable... Oh, we got normal enemies over there too. Black Tide. Black Tide's corroded axe bow, Tide eroded blade. Black Tide Council and Black Tide's corroded axe.
Submit or die.
No. Mighty.
Submit or die.
There we go. I think these are new. This is like Black Tide Corrupted Strife Titankin. Ooh. Due to the presence of Eye of Twilight, all targets on the field will be affected by the weather effects, while in Sunny Day, the battlefield has the temperature effect. At the start of any target's turn, temperature increases. Allies will take continuous burn damage based on temperature. Damage dealt by ally targets increases based on temperature. Sunny Day, do we have, what's... Oh no, it's Sunny Day and Rain Dance is the Pokemon terms. Lurking state, what is that? Oh, can't target in the lurking state. Yeah, you're definitely new. You've been slowly wielding a massive axe weighing 1,000 pounds. Okay, I don't think that's... Okay. Its charged strike can shatter even the hardest stone. Any living being is doomed to be crushed and corroded. Yeah, cannot become primary target for abilities. Knowledge that once could have served humanity has inverted into civilization's foe. Specializing in ambushed and strategic maneuvers, they hover like ravenous vultures, craving to deliver fresh sacrifices to the Black Tide. Interesting. Can't be primary target, but it doesn't matter.
Forever doomed. Dying soul, fate now accepts your punishment.
Yeah, you're not new, you're that one.
Serenity is before me.
Burn it all. Receive divinity. I can't double fury upon you.
Well, that's one way to not get a chance.
Winds of battle never cease.
Oh, for the tutorial, I got a Stellar Jade for that. Which way did we come from?
Let's wait and see.
A day of peaceful
Put those all back up. Oh, thank you. Bug. Oh, 3 of them. Supporting bug. Why am I the only one left standing at the lowest point? This is so unfair. This stage feels so big, so empty. No matter how hard I try, no one can see me. Are all 3 of you? I don't think I can... No, okay, all 3 of them are gone.
That's another one?
Yeah, and I just wanna... During our exploration, we caught glimpses of the Skyfolk's past, filled with a solemn atmosphere that could hardly be described as peaceful. Then a mythical beast appeared before us, one deeply connected to the hero Celiose. We decided to follow its fluttering wings and continue forward together. Yep.
Careful! It's not a memory phantom! It looks like it's alive, but it's so twisted and very shadowy, like those black tide creatures.
Yeah, it's I guess these aren't Titankin, but they're twisted by the Black Tide. Creations of Aquila.
Hyacin, watch out!
So, you're Lady Lunabis, aren't you?
Hmm?
Then that corrupted being before us must be Lord Solibus. Did you lead us here so we can free your companion? I understand now. You must have been tormented by pain for so long. But you didn't give up. And you've held on to what little is left of your will with such tenacity. Don't be afraid. You're not alone anymore. I am Hyacinthia, the healer who inherited the hero's bloodline.
It's interesting to me that Hyacinth's voice actor pronounces it as Hyacinthia, but when everyone else says Hyacinthia because Hyacinth. I'm sure that it's just it doesn't mean anything and it doesn't matter, but it's just, I keep noticing it.
Celiose, the Day Thunder Knight, was once your comrade, wasn't she?
Don't think the corrupted lion is in the mood for talking, which, if you're wondering, I am sitting here going, haha, corrupted lion, haha, holding onto your will against the Black Tide's corrosion for centuries on centuries, haha, mighty.
Lord Solibus, your body has been completely corroded by the Black Tide. But I can still heal your tenacious soul. Just like Lady Lunabis, even if you've lost your mortal body, your spirit remains pure. Please, keep holding on to what's left of your will. And I will reawaken you as a heroic soul.
Wonder how much it understood.
It must have understood me. It's a creature of wisdom and tenacity, despite being mired in the agony of the Black Tide.
Solobus, the sunlit wings that once accompanied the hero. If this battle can remind you of your great deeds from back then, it would be my honor. Come on, heroes!
Oh boy, okay.
Lord Solobus, please break free from the control of the Black Tide and return to your senses.
Don't get complacent.
Oh boy. Finances like anything this patch, and I'm like, oh my god.
Receive divinity.
This
Going
mortal
to
form will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Dying soul, fate now accepts your punishment.
Right. Not that.
Forever do it.
Hit 100.
Forever do it. Eternal sleep.
Gonna pop this and then this.
It's coming!
And then Sunday.
Now, farewell.
Burn it all.
And battle's over.
It's over.
Solobus.
They can talk now? Yeah, you're actually speaking.
No need to be surprised. After all, this is a world where even a pink puppy can speak.
You're not a dog.
Oh, I can't believe I'm calling myself that now, too.
More people have called you a squirrel, actually.
Solobus, you're finally awake.
My consciousness has been lost for far too long. Finally, I have been released from the Black Tide's cage.
Not where I was expecting this to go, gonna be honest.
Little girl, are you Celiosi's descendant?
It is me, Lord Solobus. My name is Hyacinthia, and my companions call me Hyacinth.
Okay, there she said Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia, you don't have the scent of her on you.
It's been 1,000 years. Celiosi's blood may have thinned in my veins, but the resolve of the Sky People has never been eroded by time. I've journeyed here to fulfill her dying wish.
How much do you know about her dying wish?
Not much, and what we do know has probably been distorted by legend and memory and people wanting to tell cool stories over the truth.
I know that in order to support the Shattered Sky, she merged herself with the divine body of the Titan. And I also know that she left behind a message, calling on future generations to one day ascend to the heavens again and reclaim the core flame of Aquila.
Has the legend changed so much since your people fell to the earth?
Whoops.
Girl, you said you're a doctor. You only know how to heal and tend to wounds with such a weak lot in life. How do you plan to challenge the embodiment of the heavens?
I mean, we killed you just fine.
With this long sword, heroic soul.
Yeah. And my bat! And his spear! And we're using they, them for mem now? Pink love!
As you can see, we're all Hyacinthia's companions and comrades. You've already witnessed our combined strength.
It's not bad, but still lacking compared to her.
Listen, we weren't on a tight schedule, actually, but we were on a schedule with some political complications. Sorry we couldn't bring any other demigods, but I'm a demigod. Or Mem is, one of the two.
Solobus, let go of your ego and accept their kindness. You've been trapped in time by the Black Tide.
Well, great change has spread over the world. If I'm not mistaken, the god of war Nikador also fell to the hands of these warriors.
Yep.
We've laid all the other Titans to rest, one by one. Now the final target for the flame chase is the master of this sky fortress. Please guide us to an audience with Aquila. Heroic souls. Seliosi initiated the era of slaying gods and attaining their flames. Even if she could not witness the end of this era,
don't worry,
you
she will
all at least bear witness on her behalf.
Confidence and fierceness. Yes, I do indeed see a shadow of her in you.
Why is the eye moving?
Aqua's mark flew away?
Is that a reaction from the Titan?
Maybe they detected our awakening.
Well, perhaps our presence stirred memories of the fierce battle from 1,000 years ago.
We learned from past memories that the Sky Titan fears dark clouds. Would you know more about this topic?
What the memo sprite said is true, but you all still need a guide.
I feel this is the first time anyone said memo sprite in universe?
Follow me, Hyacinthia and fellow warriors. Let the hunt for the gods start again.
Is Lady Lunabis not going with us?
I will be waiting for you all at the next destination, Hyacinth.
Oh boy, navigating this place later is gonna be a nightmare. Treasure. And over here something faded out of existence there. Yeah, that's something, and we're gonna have to backtrack. Oh no, that's an interesting mural. Alright, let me just check this. Responding to Hyacinth's call, Solibus regained its sanity. Then Celiose's two companion winged beasts offered to guide us to Aquila's location. Alright, I think we're gonna wrap up here since everyone has gone to bed for the night. And I would also like to go to the bed at some point. So, thank you everybody who's joined me. Thank you anybody watching this VOD in the future. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for however far we make it into the rest of the story. See you then.